Hey everyone, Jeff Gelman of Solid Canine Training. Been training dogs for over 2 decades, full-time, specializing in serious behavior mod, primarily aggression and high levels of reactivity. We're one of the few trainers out there in the industry that ever talks about the dog's state of mind, because there's an incredible parallel between unwanted behavior and an unbalanced state of mind. Obedience is one thing. State of mind and behavior is another thing. If you're struggling with guests coming in your house because your dog just rushes them and jumps on them happily, barks nonstop at the guests for minutes or hours, always running around, causing chaos. If your dog lunges at them and bites them. This is a dog that on day 2 of the board and train, we could have as many people walk in this front door and stay in our house all day long, and they would be safe. Months and years of not being able to have people come in your house, but with us, on day 2, we can have anybody walk in this house, and this dog would be safe with them. Do you know why? I'm telling you the formula right now. Because if you're struggling with this, you don't have to struggle with it anymore. In 36 hours, it's not a struggle anymore, and your life will change. Now, this is called the place command. Place command means go to a dog bed and don't get off. Lay down with a calm state of mind. Don't be reactive. Now, we don't want to be doing that forever necessarily, but some dogs maybe we have to because they're not safe. But teaching a dog place, we have free videos on that. We've got it in our online courses as well. But a dog can hold a place command no matter what is going on in your home. I don't care who comes in. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care if they're young or old, black or white, with a hat on, sunglasses, or a bald head. I don't care if they're high energy or they're elderly, moving slow. I don't care if the dog is overexcited because it likes them or can't stand them and wants to bite them. Guests can come in your home and your dog can learn to mind its own business in 1 day. Now, what do we see? Instead of having a dog run and jump on people, which she didn't do, she ran and bite people, she did. Instead of that, we get a dog now that holds command, and you'll see through videos of the progress that we make, now you start seeing shaking. Some of it's a self-correction. Some of it's over-arousal. It's not fear. It's not that the dog is afraid that it's going to be corrected. It's impulse control. It's called the messy middle. This is where owners struggle. This is where trainers attack, that it's wrong. Everybody becomes the body language expert on this. Nobody ever thinks of the family. Frankly, they don't think of the life of the dog. And they sure as hell don't think about your guests. This is the part that everyone struggles with. Now, when you've got a dog like this dog here that also resource guards its owner, so when the owner is here, it's worse. We work with owners for hours and hours and hours though on this, but now with a trained dog, with a rehab dog. So it'll be much easier for the owner to be successful. But we're also holding this dog accountable for everything, for all state of mind. Owner takes the dog to the car wash, which she does, sitting in the waiting room with a bunch of other people. You have to usually remove your dog from the vehicle, and somebody walks past, dog explodes. Well, you should be giving your dog a very high consequence for even staring at somebody. You should be having high consequences for small infractions. Thought crimes are real. Yes. You actually give your dog information on some of their thought crimes. We all know what it looks like. Yeah, my dog looks at something and then all of a sudden explodes. Bingo. Why are you letting your dog load? We were one of the first people in this industry to come up with the term loading. Loading is the state of mind pre unwanted behavior, usually aggression, reactivity. So you stop that firm. Everyone's doing it, either ignoring it or they're just nagging the dog. Why would you nag the dog that's thinking about exploding? What are you going to do? Wait till it explodes? Because then it's too late. But you do not have to live in a house with your dog barking, lunging, whining, jumping on people, ever. We stop that every time in one day. 100% of the time. Thousands of dogs. You can too. You don't need to struggle. You're going to start getting all this fancy talk, though. Science-y talk. Talking about resetting the dog's nervous system. It's called duration work. It's not called resetting the dog's nervous system. People just want to sound smart and fancy. Sorry. You don't need to be smart or fancy. You need to have common sense and know how to take action. But teaching a dog to mind its own business, physically and mentally, is so important. This doesn't look like much, but this is a dog that isn't barking, isn't whining, isn't lunging, isn't biting, isn't jumping on people. Now, does the dog always have to stay in place when guests come over? Maybe. But all you guys are throwing your dogs outside, you're putting your dogs in another room, you're kenneling up your dogs, and I don't have a problem with any of that if that's what you're doing, or you're not dealing with a problem whatsoever, and guess what? No one can come to your house anymore. Who has houses where guests can't come over, family can't come over, your kids can't have friends over, you can't have family dinners, you can't have holidays at your house anymore? It's extremely common, but you can switch that total 180 in one day. We do it 100% of the time, all the time, with every dog. Lived experiences, boots on the ground, social proof of what we do. Not talking theory, not an opinion, fact. You can do this too. Stop living your life stressed. Stop living your life with your guests in danger or annoyed. Stop walking on eggshells in your own house. The concept is, why the F would my dog ever break command and go after someone? Either to jump on them or to bite them. Have that attitude. Live that world. And yep, be comfortable with your dog being uncomfortable while you're working on it. Be comfortable with your dog being uncomfortable while you're working on it. It's a process. I just turned 60. I'm physically fit, mentally sound. Doesn't sound like it, Jeff. Mentally sound. I assure you, it wasn't easy. It took work. It took pressure. There was discomfort, physical and mental. But the finished product is awesome. This will be an awesome finished product 10 days in. This is called processing. Processing. You don't have to live in chaos anymore. So even like this right here, she's like, are we doing something? Are we doing something? You know, people are always, here I am talking about being heavy-handed, firm, punishment. But for some reason, Nala, we have a hell of a relationship, even though I'm not trying to build a relationship. Keep that in mind. The relationship is built through the training. This is a dog that's willing to do anything for me at this point, 10 days in, either by default or because I asked. But now we have to be careful because the problem is she's on a hair trigger. She's ready to go. Stop being ready to go. Be chill. Yep, she's a working line German Shepherd. I know, I've got a lot of experience with them, but you're a family pet first.